Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Soulless Trenchcoat. Most of you may know me as Trenchy, but today we are entering a dark zone, so to speak. It is the season of Halloween, and I thought it was no time better than to discuss my top 100 favorite horror movies of all time. A few things that we should get into before I delve into this list is one, yes, there is technically more than 100 horror movies on this list. I could not choose, so I did put some slots with some films together because I couldn't decide which one I loved more. It's just something I did. I'm sorry. If you want to call me a hack in the comments or say I cheated, fine, you can do that. 2, this video will only be consisting of honorable mentions and then 100 through 90, those slots. I'm only doing this 10 slots at a time. 3, I tried to do only one per franchise, besides a couple little ones I threw in there. There are a few exceptions, but mostly it's one per franchise. So, without further ado, it's time to release the monsters, the psychos, the demons. It's time to enter the realm of slashers, monster movies, psychological horror, and maybe even some in space, where they can't hear you scream. Let's get to the honorable mentions.
Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear, that voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Cry, little sister.
Now I see we are done with the honorable mentions. I hope you enjoyed that. Now it's time to get to the shit, the doo-doo, the poopity-pop. It's time to get to the thing you came for. Without further ado, here is my top 100 horror movies of all time. Be afraid. Be very afraid. So, coming in at number 100 is a triple threat in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Troll 2, and The Creeps. Okay, so Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a wacky one, man. It's a fun ride. It knows its premise. Some of our characters survive by hiding in an ice cream truck. The special effects are great. They're fucking amazing. You have fun things like the Killer Puppet Show and the Cotton Candy Webs, and it's just so good. And don't let me forget the knocking your block off scene, and that's why it had to be included in the 100 spot. Now, Troll 2 deserves to be here just for how terribly good it is. It's got this weird vibe to it. You have so many weird elements, like the fact that they're not trolls, they're goblins. The town is called Nilbog. Deborah Reed does an amazing job playing the Goblin Queen. I love how the goblins are vegetarians and they have to turn you into plants to eat you. You got the Ghost Grandpa who has godlike powers for some fucking reason. And you can't forget the famous scene where he pees on the table and the dad yells, "You don't piss on hospitality!" It's just so good. So that's why Troll 2 needed to have a spot on the 100. And now we get into The Creeps. This movie was another Charles Band movie, which, you know, he's the guy that did Puppet Master and Subspecies and stuff. And while this movie isn't as good as those, it's still really good. It's a really weird comedy horror film about pretty much this guy bringing to life the Universal monsters, but they're only as like little people, so they have to kidnap this girl to get their size back. The guy that plays Dracula is really good. He's actually very serious in this very funny tonally movie, weird, funny toned movie. Phil Fondacaro is his name, and he kills it. One of the only serious things in this really wacky movie. There's also a part where this girl tries to, and the only way I could see it, tries to have sex with this very old copy of Jane Eyre. Yes, she tries to fuck a book. It's really weird. And it's a really fun movie, and I really enjoy The Creeps, and that's why it had to join Troll 2 and Killer Clowns at the 100 spot. Coming in at number 99 is R.L. Stine's Haunting Hour. Don't think about it. Now, this is just a very fun kids monster film from my childhood. R.L. Stine does great here. I really love the design of the monster, the two-headed thing. One head eats your flesh, the other drinks your blood. And the fact that it's spider-like and has this cobweb aesthetic is just great. Emily Osment does good as the main character. You really care for her, and she really goes through an arc, and she's actually not bad here. And Tobin Bell kills as the creepy shopkeeper. He really owns this movie and elevates it a little bit higher in my status, and in my opinion, gives it a little higher status. And yeah, I really enjoy this movie. It's a fun monster movie, and that's why it's here at number 99. Coming in at number 98 is another triple threat that involves the Monster Squad, Gremlins, and Beetlejuice. Okay, first we'll talk about Monster Squad. This is just an excellent film. I love the mix of Goonies and the Universal Monster. I think this movie did that very well. The monsters all look good, and they all have a very unique look to them. They still pay homage to the original, but still look a little different. I love how the kids are allowed to be kids. They cuss, they cuss and they blackmail women. It's a little to the extreme using nude pictures to blackmail women, but they still, it's still fun. Great lines in this. Wolfman got nards. Wolfman got nards. I also love that Frankenstein is an ally to the kids, and it's kind of true to his original story, kind of true to his original character. Plus, Dracula calls a little girl a bitch, so yeah, the Monster Squad is a whole lot of fun. and that's why it's here at number 98 on the list. Next on the list is Gremlins. Now, Gremlins is awesome. I love the performance done by Howie Mandel on Gizmo. He's like a cool little dude, and everybody would love to hang out with Gizmo. Just so cute and so cool. Billy is a fine main character, and Phoebe Cates kills it as his love interest. The Gremlins themselves are just great practical effects, and I love the lore in this movie. The lore is great. It's cool that it takes place on Christmas. They could have so easily put it on Halloween, but the fact that they did it on Christmas is awesome. And yeah, just the cast, man. Dick Miller, you got Dick Miller in there, and the Gremlins just creating chaos. That scene where they throw the old lady, they make her chair go flying out the window, is just great. This is just an awesome, fun time. And yeah, that's why Gremlins is here on, I forgot what spot this is, at the number 98 spot. And coming in, last but not least, is the classic Beetlejuice. Tim Burton does a great job with this. Just the set design looks creepy and eerie, and the effects on all the dead people are amazing. Michael Keaton brings such a great charisma to Beetlejuice, such a wickedly evil redneck charm to this great villain, and he really eats up scenery every time he's on the screen. Winona Ryder is great as Lydia, and she steals scenes when she's in the movie, even though she is not the main character. Even our main characters, Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin as the ghost, are great and very likable and very sympathetic, and we care for them. All in all, Beetlejuice is just a fun ride, and it has great lore about death, and in the end is just a great Halloween movie to get you in the season. It really grabs you by the balls and is like, this is what it is, and it's just a good time. So yeah, that's why it had to be in this number 8 spot with Monster Squad and Gremlins. Coming in at number 97 is the classic film The Good Son. So The Good Son is a great underrated psychological horror killer kid movie. Macaulay Culkin kills it as the evil good son, and he really owns that role. He plays a sociopath very well. The scenes with him are extremely chilling, especially when he attacks his sister on the ice rink and makes her go into the soft ice area and she falls in, and then he pretends to try to save her. Such a creepy moment. Elijah Wood also does good in here as well. We really care for him, and we really are on his side into stopping this monster that is Macaulay Culkin's character. And hopefully, we are hoping he can convince people. The score is great, and the atmosphere is just pure creepy. And the ending is amazing. I did not know which way it was gonna go, and sometimes I was even thinking the worst. So yeah, that's why The Good Son is number 97 on this list. Coming in at number 96 is The Reflecting Skin. The Reflecting Skin is a very creepy Canadian horror film that has to deal with vampire lore and kids not understanding things and jumping to the worst conclusion. It's a very disturbing film, really creeped me out. The landscape is very yellow. If you watch the movie, it's very yellow, and that just adds to the creepiness. There are some really fucked up scenes in this movie, like when our little boy character finds a fetus and befriends it, thinking it's one of his dead friends. Shit, I forgot her name. I think it's Lindsay Duncan plays our main female character who our little boy thinks is a vampire, and she plays it very well. She has some really creepy scenes, but at the same time, she also has some scenes where we feel for her and we care for her. Viggo Mortensen also kills it as the little boy's brother. And this is just a really creepy, disturbing film that really has stuck with me since I seen it. And I highly recommend this film. And that's why The Reflecting Skin is number 96 on this list. Coming in at number 95 is a double feature for two of my favorite Stephen King films, Maximum Overdrive and Cat's Eyes. So Maximum Overdrive is like the perfect B movie. You got Emilio Estevez giving a killer, fun performance. You have an evil green goblin truck running over people. People getting killed by soda machines. Stephen King being called an asshole by an ATM. You have the voice of Lisa Simpson. Yardley Smith is in this. Just amazing kills by streamrollers running over people and soda machines hitting people in the nuts. And one of my favorite over-performances, over-the-top acting performances in a movie. We made you! We made you! It's just fantastic. And to put the cherry on top, you have AC/DC doing the entire soundtrack. And that's why Maximum Overdrive is here at number 95. And now we'll talk about Cat's Eyes. Cat's Eyes is an underrated Stephen King anthology film that has 3 really good segments. James Woods is really good in the no smoking segment, which is the first one. There's really tension there and you really care for his character. And that crazy shock scene, which you'll know when you see it, is just, it just sticks with you. The second segment on the ledge is just very suspenseful, and again, you're rooting for the character again, and just, it does suspense so well, and you don't know what's going to happen. And throughout this, Drew Barrymore kills it in the in-between segments, and she comes in and kills it in the last segment, which is my favorite, about a troll trying to steal a little girl's breath, and a cat named the General sent to stop it. And the little troll, which I call Little Douchebag, just looks so cool. And it's fucking awesome to see him fight the cat. And Drew Barrymore acts very good in this. And it's just so fun. It's just such a fun little anthology. And I think it deserves more recognition. And that's why it joins Maximum Overdrive here at the number 95 spot. Coming in at number 94 is Godzilla, aka Gojira. Now, I am talking about the 1954 Japanese Godzilla. Because there is an American remake called King of the Monsters, but it has nothing on the Japanese one. It's very dark. It's actually really scary. I love how Godzilla is just this force of nature that is destroying this lovely city. And there's a scene where the mother is comforting the child, saying, "Get ready to say hello to your father again, because we're going to join him in heaven." And it's just like, wow. And you also have the scientist who has like this atomic bomb type thing that he needs to use to kill Godzilla, but he's also ashamed of making it because it could hurt a lot of people and do a lot of bad. And it's just a crazy-ass movie, the original Godzilla, aka Gojira. It's very underrated. I really recommend you watch it. And that's why Godzilla is here at the number 54 spot. Coming in at number 93 is the classic King Kong. Okay, so I love King Kong. The stop motion in this is amazing. Especially, it's very on full show during the T-Rex fight and the log bridge sequence, which are great. Fay Ray fucking steals the show as our kind of final girl. The final girl doesn't exist yet, but she's our female lead of this horror film, so to speak, and she does really good. She's a really good scream queen in her own right, and she does a good job in this. We really feel for Kong in this. He looks kind of derpy. He looks like an animal, like his facial expressions. So we really feel for this animal that's plucked out of his home and put in the middle of this big city. And that epic finale is just awesome to watch. And you know the famous words still hit. It was beauty that killed the beast. You know, everything just still hits, and it's a great movie, and that's why it is here on the number 93 spot. Coming in at number 92 is the stop motion movie Coraline. Okay, so yes, Coraline is a kids film, but it's a really good horror movie in its own right. Between the Beldam, who is a scary monster, and the fact of sewing buttons in your eyes, it's just a terrifying premise. The world is both beautiful and threatening. I love the cat, and Coraline herself is great. I love her spunky attitude. Um I also really enjoy the characters. These are very interesting different cast of characters, and they all have their different unique look. The stop motion in this is fantastic and really adds to the haunting beauty of this. And this is just a great story, a kind of dark Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. And they took Galeman's story and really brought it to life in a great way. So yeah, that's why Coraline is here at number 92 on the list. Coming in at 91 is Sorority Row. So, Sorority Row is a remake of the 80s film House on Sorority Row, which I have not seen, but I really enjoy this movie. It has a good cast in Leah Pipes, Jamie Chung, Margot Hashem, and Carrie Fisher. Really fun asshole characters that you enjoy when they die, some of them. The deaths are really cool, especially Chugs. You got Carrie Fisher running around with a shotgun, and the killer uses tire iron connected to a chain as a weapon, which is very interesting, and I have not seen that before. And this is just a fun little early 2000s slasher or late 2000s slasher. It's just a good ass movie. So yeah, that's why Sorority Row is 92 on this list. And finally, number 90 is An American Haunting. Oh, now An American Haunting is about the Bell Witch hauntings that supposedly happened in real life. And they take a very creepy psychological turn with it. And this is actually a really good underrated psychological horror that I think has influenced some other films. There is a scene where this girl's being held up by her hair and she is being smacked, which is a little cheesy, the smacking, but I do think the pulling and dragged up in the air by the hair was borrowed by The Conjuring. I think they got the idea from this, because it's very similar. Malcolm McDowell, I believe, is in this, and he's great. I believe that's him. I didn't Google it. It's been a while since I seen it, but Sissy Spacek in. Okay, I think it's Donald Sutherland. My bad, but yeah, this is a movie that has stuck with me all those years, just with how creepy and disturbing it is. It's a very well done ghost story, and like I said, it has its cheesy moments, but in the end, it does have some very impactful scenes and some great ideas that give it staying power, I believe. And it's a really good movie, and that's why it's here at number 90, capping off this part of the top 100 list. Hey guys, so we have finished the 100 through 90 section of the, or 100 through, 90, 100 through 90 section of the top 100 horror movie thing. It's gonna be a little bit before 89 for 80. This took me like 4 days to complete, and I ran out of storage, so some of the clips near the end are not the best condition, which I kind of am a little, not sad, but a little discouraged about, but it is what it is. Everything can't be fucking perfect, so but yeah, there's other things I want to do, so this is not going to be like something just for Halloween. This is going to go past Halloween, I'm pretty sure. Because I really want to get the Halloween stuff done. I want to do these tags. The people have given to me the tags in the contest entries. And I also want to do a couple music videos, a couple requests, and some other horror movies. I really want to review some of these that were sent to me by Jason. I really want to review like Scrawl and Wrestle... I thought it was WrestleMania for some reason. It's Wrestle Massacre. There's another one I really want to review out of these two. I do want to review them all, but there's a few certain ones I want to review. Impact Event and Ouija Shark. And there's plus all the requested reviews I still want to do and some other things I got in mind. There's a lot of things I want to do, so. But yeah, we will get back to this. There will be another entry with more honorable mentions and more of my, more of my list. If you got a problem with the list, list it down below, Let me know. I know I might have did too much, but hey, I'm indecisive. It's me, man. So if you want to criticize me below, you can. If you want to be nice below, you can. But, the idea is to just stay spooky. Stay spooky, guys. Yeah. That's good on Mike. But yeah. If you watched this far, thank you. And yeah, let me know if you really want more. I'll try to get one out soon, but just letting you know there is other things I want to do. And I did not expect this to take this long, but it did. So I hope that you enjoy it. I know some of it's not the best quality, but it's the best I could give. I put a lot into this, believe it or not. So well, it's still pretty half-assed. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will enjoy the future entries when they do come. But yeah, and if you don't enjoy it, that's fine too. I'm not going to force anybody to enjoy anything. Also, I ripped the button on my trench coat, and I'm a little discouraged about that. Never sleep in your trench coat. Don't do that. But yeah, I'm hoping I can premiere this. Hopefully this is a premiere right now. Hello? Live? Hello? But anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, I won't keep you too longer. I know this is already like a 20-something minute video. I won't keep you too longer. You have a good day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy, signing off. Bebop boom.
Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother. so long.